Well, there's always some technical difficulties once in a while. Or not technical difficulties, but human error. It was my human error today. Sorry about the link confusion, guys, but we got the right one out there. Um, so first of all, it's Tuesday. I mean, raise your hand if you're ever sick of Tuesday. Not me. It's payday. It's our leadership Zoom day. It's an awesome day. And we have, oh my gosh, I was just looking. We have lots of paydays this month, which is so exciting. I love months where we have lots of paydays. I was like, dang, we got a whole ton of them. So I'm so excited because we're getting into summer. Summer months are here. And, one thing I love about Lavelle that I've seen over the last, 4.5 years since I've been here is we don't really have slow seasons. I mean, I think everybody's seasons are a little bit different over here, but summer, I mean, have been some of my best paychecks. And I know network marketing in general, there's a lot of companies where summer is just the worst months ever. So I'm excited to do these Zooms throughout the summer because I think they're going to keep everybody kind of in the game, plugged in. And I also think they're going to get some great tips from a lot of 200K leaders that they've never heard from before. And a lot of tips that you may have heard that just resonate with you a little bit differently. I am so excited today because I've got Kayla Rose Oliver on, and if you guys don't know anything about her story, oh my gosh, it's so good. You're gonna have all the feelings, all the things. But she just literally killed it during these bonuses with these bonuses. And she was one of, I think, two people on our team, maybe three, that got the 100% matching bonuses. Now, y'all know how hard that is to do. And Kayla was one of those people that were able to do that. Her team is on fire right now. She's the perfect person to interview today and to help you guys get some ideas to run it through your summer. And Kayla, I definitely want to start like with your backstory because I think it's so powerful for people to hear, your journey, where you came from, how you found this industry and how it's changed your life. So let's start with kind of what life looked like before network marketing and how you found it.
What up, gang? Thanks for having me on. I know it's been at least wanted me on for a couple weeks, but my Lord Jesus, it's been busy. It's busy in the best way, though. Okay, so it's been a hot minute since I've gone back to the beginning, but my whole team knows my story because I've like preached it over and over and over again. And I think it's kind of half the reason why I have half the team that I do, because they just kind of, we all have similar stories. But I came from, and when I am like the definition of, if anybody can do this, if Kayla can do this and make it to the top and still crush it while at the top, literally anybody on planet Earth can do it. I spent the first, I wouldn't even say adulthood, but a 10 years of my life before this, heavily addicted to meth and heroin and pretty much anything else I could put in a needle. I was living on the streets. I was escorting to pay for those drugs. I was a very, very different person to who I am now. And if you saw the before pictures, you didn't even get to see the really bad before pictures. I just have pictures like when I was fresh in recovery. There isn't a phone or a device that took a picture of me that I didn't pawn for drugs. So nobody got to see me at that point in my life, but it was a very long time. I had no family. I had no friends. I had nobody that would trust me to let me in their house, let alone like anything. I was just that person, and I could go into but I hope that you just understand that as low as you go, that was where I was. Like, I did some horrible, horrible, dirty things in my active addiction. And, going to the back, like, this is how different my life is now. But I mean, I was homeless and I was so desperate to get high that I would go into bathroom stalls and shoot up using the toilet water in the back of the tank. Like, that was the person that I was. And then, OD'd, and someone would find me in a random bathroom. And anyway, like, very different person. So in 2013, I found out I was pregnant, in that lifestyle, still using. And it took me 48 hours to get in they got me in for an emergency ultrasound to see if it really was like a viable pregnancy, or to see if I really was pregnant. And when I saw that little bean on the screen, I don't know what it was. There was not a damn thing in life, not my sister, not partners, not nothing. There was nothing that I wanted more in life than to get high. Nothing, not a damn thing. You could not have paid me to get clean at all. And then I saw that little bean on the screen, and I don't know what happened. It was just like a thing came over me, and that want and that need, and I would literally sell my body and my soul and my sister. And if I had real kids at the time, I probably would have sold them too. I would have done anything to get high. But something happened that day, and that was the last day I ever did drugs. I came home from that ultrasound. I threw some shit in a duffel bag. I called my mom. She's not my biological mom, but she's the woman that, taught me to be a mom. And I called her and I said, I need you to get me on a bus now. It's now or it's never. And she sent me, for the first time in 10 years, someone sent me money. And I got on that bus and I withdrawed the whole way back to BC. And for a couple of weeks while I was there, despite the doctors telling me that, coming off of what I was on was, but I knew that if I just didn't quit then and there, that it was never going to happen. And I feel that headstrong, cold turkey badassness in me is kind of the reason that I, am who I am today in network marketing. And so I got off that bus, and it was a long road to getting, to being early recovery and things like that. But when I found network marketing, I was an early mom. Like I was early in motherhood. I had, a young baby, and I was taking the bus to go to my probation appointments and pushing this kid everywhere. And I was just like on welfare and broke. And I knew inside of me, if I'm going to live this life, if I'm actually going to get clean and stay clean forever, like I need more. Welfare is not enough. Pushing my kid in a stroller is not enough for me. And it's not enough for him. Like I need more. So I did find another network marketing company out of pure desperation. Just like, I can't afford daycare. I cannot put, like, if I put this kid in daycare, my entire paycheck's going to pay for daycare, completely defeating the purpose of trying to get ahead in life. So I was looking for an at-home work opportunity, and I did find another network marketing company. I did okay. I sort of felt like I was selling my soul to the devil, because like there was some good things that I could stand by, but like a lot of it was being forced to cold message, being forced to just being forced. It wasn't a natural thing. It wasn't something that, I could stand up in front of a whole room of people and really be passionate about. So I think that was why my success only kind of went to here. And then it was like, and that was kind of it. When I found Lavelle, and it felt, I literally saw, it was from a tag on Facebook. So I cannot stress to you enough how important your tags on Facebook are. Your tags when you send out a mini experience, your tags when you get someone on a month's supply, your tags when someone orders a promoter pack, you get them to go on their Facebook, make a simple freaking post. And I mean simple, don't overcomplicate it. Just, Amanda, I am so excited. I cannot wait to try this mini tomorrow. And they tag you in it. Just that. They don't explain what it is. They don't mention the word thrive. It is completely it creates curiosity. That was what I saw that got me there, or that got Sonia Lamprey. I'm a 200K in my name and my husband's name. And I'll tell you about the success stuff later. But if she hadn't made that tag, she never would have found me. We didn't have any mutual friends. I don't even know how I saw her tag, but I will be a millionaire at the end of this year. I'm on track to hit the Millionaires Club. And so she's going to have $1 million leader on her team from a tag on Facebook. And I can tell you, there are so many people on this Zoom today that are on my team, and they all came from tags too. Like they're all my personally enrolled. That's how I got the 100% matching, is from tags. So that's a huge tip. I cannot stress that enough. Sorry, where was I at now? I am a total squirrel. Lisa, where did I go?
You were just
when I found Lavelle. Okay, yes, sorry, it was through a tag. And So basically I was like super, super broke, couldn't afford the month's supply. It was never gonna happen. Like I asked my husband, he's like, Kayla, no. Like he'd just been through the whole thing with this other network marketing company. So he was like hiding the credit cards, like hell's to the no. I am not friggin' involved. I don't believe in this. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. And this is my husband, right? Up in my ear going, I am never helping you with anything to do like that again. You want to do it? You are on your own. So I was like, okay. I got $20, and it was because she had made a post talking about mini experiences, and she it was just down at the beach with her kids, and she had this sticker on, and she's like, I feel friggin' amazing, $20 and you can try it out yourself. And I was like, you know what? I can do $20. $20, if it doesn't work, whatever, it's not the end of the world. So I got that mini experience in the mail, and I was a day one thriver. Like day one, kids taken to the park. My husband came home and the house was so clean, and the laundry had all been done. Like I don't do laundry. Like I do not do laundry. And everything had been done. There was like a roast dinner and an apple pie made, and he came home and he literally questioned my recovery. Like he thought I was on something. He thought I relapsed. I'm like, no, babe, I promise. I promise. It's just this sticker. And I was like, I am telling you, I am obsessed. Like I can never go without this again. Like I hadn't drank coffee. Like I was like chugging water. I didn't feel like eating up like burgers and pizza. It was just so many different aspects of like, I've, if anybody is in recovery on here, you understand what like life after addiction is. It's like having two big 50-pound sacks of potatoes on your shoulders all day, every day, from the second you open your eyes to the second you go to sleep. Your life is so much harder than everybody else on the just doing the dishes is 20,000 times harder than any other normal person. Being in recovery is hard. And day one, those 50-pound sacks of potatoes were taken off my shoulders. I had never felt like that in my first 4.5 years of recovery. It completely changed my life. And I know it's everybody on here says that, but literally it changed my life. And I was absolutely addicted from day one. Like I had to call somebody, or I had to type on the local buy and sell site and look for somebody that had minis to get me through to when my first month came, because I didn't hit the promoter button straight away. Obviously I'd been scarred by this other network marketing company that was like fees and you have to spend more than you earn. And I was just like, I need to know that in a month's time I'm still going to feel this good. So I did. I ordered a month's supply, and in a month I was down 24 pounds, and I still felt that good. If not, I felt better because I had been more regular and I was moving better, and it was just like everything got better. Literally life was in HD, and I had not seen that in, I don't know, since I was a kid, like literally since I was a child. Like I just had never experienced like adult life where you didn't feel like, oh, it was something that I could never explain to someone who hasn't really experienced it, but that's my best shot. And after that 30 days, I called up Sonia, and I was like, I'm ready. Okay, what do I have to do to get this for free? Because she had mentioned to me, like, at the end of your month, call me, let me know, because I want to help you get your next month for free. So I was like, what do I got to do? She's like, you just need to get 2 people. I'm like, 2 people? That's it? I just need to get 2 people and I don't have to pay for this. Like, holy crap. I know like 50 million people that need to feel the way I need to feel, like 50 million. She's like, well, there's definitely another option for you then. And then she started telling me about the VIP 800 bonuses. And I was like, I looked at her, I'm like, why did you not tell me that like 15 days ago? And I had it in like, I had VIP 800 in, I think it was my first 7 hours. I had VIP 1600 by the next day. My first paycheck was like $7,000. It was insane. Because my first paycheck actually hit. So when I signed up, it was in the very last 10 days of bonus season. So I got the $4,000 bonus as well, and I hit 12K in 10 days. So my first, like, there was one paycheck that was, I think I hit the butt end of it, but then everything added up on the second paycheck. It was insane. I signed so many promoter kits. I signed so like, and it was huge. And when I looked at that paycheck and I showed my husband, he was still not a believer at this point. I can't even with him, like, even now that we've both hit the top of the company, he still, I think only now is it sinking in for him. So guys, if you have husbands that don't necessary, or wives or partners or whatever that aren't necessarily on your side or don't believe in what you're don't maybe they don't thrive with you. Maybe they don't, you know what? I got this. I don't need you. You do you. I'm going to do me. That's it. Okay? You just do you. That's it. If imagine if I listened to him. Imagine if I listened to him. Yeah, exactly. He's eating his words now, but he's very comfortably eating his words in his Range Rover out in the driveway. So, but yeah, so, you know, I came out of the gates really hot. I had so many people. I just knew everybody. I ordered that $400 kit. Trust me when I say I made the mistake of not ordering the $800 kit because of Canada shipping times. I was like, I had that pre-sold before the mailman dropped it off. I ordered it. I messaged everyone I know and I'm like, you need to send me $15. You need to send me $20. And when my package gets here, boom, 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 I'm going to drop it off. I'm going to mail it out. I'm like, but you have got to try this. I didn't even give people an option. I just said, send me money and I'm sending you something that's going to change your life. I was super aggressive about it because obviously I was driving, I was bouncing around like you know, the Energizer bunny. That's still me. And I'm very like, you just have to try this. So I had my 400 pack pre-sold before the mailman even dropped it off. And my only regret was not getting that $800 kit. And now that, you know, another huge tip that I have now is really stressing to your teams about the importance of that 800 kit and what it is to start out your business, getting the 20 free mail outs, getting the 2 free products, and being paid as the top of the company for 4 months. Can you imagine if my first $7,000 paycheck would have been paid as the top of the company if I got the $800 kit? Like, I can't even. You guys are so lucky to have that available to you now. So I stress that my whole team knows the importance of coming in on our VIP kit. Now what after that, I guess what 12K happened in 30 days and I earned my first free trip to Toronto. I couldn't even afford the plane, like the plane ticket. My first check was like boom, 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 bills, debt gone. I got to go to the grocery store and I was like, and then I earned this free trip. And I actually remember Lisa helping me out with $500 because I just couldn't get there, like with like food, like I had nothing. I still had nothing. Like when I started out this business, I came in hot, but I was in a lot of debt. Like we just didn't have anything. And I remember the kindness of Lisa and me just really knowing that where I was at in this company was completely different to where I came from. The heart and the love and the just a complete stranger saying, I need you to be here because I need to meet you. And it was something for me that was like it was a moment in this business, just that. And I will remember that, Lisa, forever. And I do it for my team now, you know, it's something that passed along. And I think that's why, you know, we have such a strong bond in our team. Anyway, 12K happened. I went on my first getaway and it has been a nonstop roller coaster since then, like nonstop. I am not saying it's been all like up like this. Hell no. A roller coaster is a roller coaster for a reason. I have learned a lot of things the hard way. You know, I came in out of the gates hot and I thought that I could run this thing on my own. So for the first 2 years, I was like, well, here's my team page and this is what you got to do. And I literally overwhelmed myself trying to be the best leader possible when the best leader possible has an entire group of leaders with her, you know, helping and congregating and working together. And it took me and this is where I really saw real success was I've been with Lavelle for 4 years now, 4 years in April. And the last 2 years, when our layered leadership really started to come together, when we really have this strong bond of leaders, most of us who have never met in person, because we are literally from all over the planet. There's very few people that are local to me. I could name like maybe 3 or 4 promoters that are close to me that are in my leadership chat. And the rest come from literally all over the planet, Australia, Hawaii, California, like Arizona, like just all over the place. But we have a connection and we come together. We have our leadership chat. Like right now we're running a re-VIP. I'm putting out a large amount and all of my leaders are chucking into this big pool so we can help our team re-VIP for the first 2 weeks of June, trying to help, you know, teach the importance of re-VIPing. And now I forgot what I was doing again. I think I'm going to talk about the matching bonuses.
Well, I want to know, like, as far as your journey, to 200K, like, what has that been like? Like, did you get to 200K and just stay there? Have you ever lost rank? Like, I just want to kind of give people a picture of like the ups and downs of the business. Cause I think sometimes people think, oh, it's just, Kayla's just always had great luck in this business. And it's just not like that. You've had times where you're like, what the hell? What's going on?
Oh, I've had those, like, I want to throw my phone at the wall. I'm ready to quit. Like, I'm done. I'm tossing in the towel now. And, when I went 200K, it was 2 years ago, last bonus season, when it wasn't 100% ranking matches, it was 50%. So when I went 200K, I got the 100,000 US dollar bonus. And I got it for the first month, I got it for the second month, and I lost it for 8 full months. 8 full months I lost it because I didn't have that layered leadership. I didn't When I went 200K, I was so soul focused on like my 200K that I wasn't doing the things for my team in order to keep, like, you can't help yourself without helping other people. And if anything, your everything to do with your goals is completely 100% less important than you helping the people on your team. And now I have, like, my goals each month are not even necessarily like, they have nothing to do with me. My goals are this person and this person, this person and this person are going for 40K. These people are going for 12K. These people are going for 4K. These are my new VIPs. Now we need to teach this person to teach this person to teach this person all their VIP 800 reports and things like that. But guys, it took me a long time to learn how to stick to the basics. um Really just stick to the basics, not let it get any more complicated, to get a system going, to lean on other people, that I don't do it all myself, and that my team brings value, a lot of value. I have this overwhelming personality in real life, and I really have, I'm very controlling, in my marriage, with my children, with life. When I feel out of control, I get very anxious and insecure. And I think I did that to my team for a lot of years, was I just really tried to be in control of everything. It took me so long to have an opportunity Zoom and just hand it over and be like, is it going to be like, are they going to say the right thing? Like, I don't know if they're going to do this right. Or a live event that I share out my team, like, here's 4 new people, are they going to know what to do? Like, and it took me a lot of time to just take the control from my hands and say, it is yours, this is your baby, go make it your baby. You want to go from 40K to 80K, from 4K to 12K, you have to do what you haven't done before. And that means me stepping back and not doing all the damn things myself and letting other people step into leadership shoes. And I have been nothing more than completely fucking blown away by my team, and blown away by what happens when you just kind of like not hand over the reins, but like take a step back. You controlling, like I am controlling, and not in a mean way, and like, I just want to protect everybody like my baby. I don't want anything bad to happen to them. So I'm like, okay, I'll just do it for you. But that helps nobody. So that was something that took me a really, really long time to learn. And it's something that I'm so like excited about now. Like, I know that my girls, yeah, I've got so many people running our opportunity Zooms, and I get so excited to like hop on and watch them, just watch these, I feel like a big mama bear. They call me Big Papa now because I made all that money. They, in our leadership chat now, my name is literally Big Papa. But anyway, I feel like a big mama watching them all just like grow, and just these like strong leaders with these stories and just this incredibleness that I'm just so proud. And so that was definitely something that I learned the hard way. Another thing was the highs and the lows, just accepting them for what they are. It's, you don't call it a slow season. Like, and this was something that I tell my team all the time, you get ready for summer, be prepared. And I'm not saying it's a slow season, it's a growth season. Okay. A lot of people are, you know what, it is what it is. It's summer. People are not necessarily on their phones as much as they are going to be, outside camping, spending time with their family. And you really need to connect to your leaders and say, now is the time, you as a leader, if you don't want to either lose your rank or you want to keep your rank, or you want to keep going up, you need to show up. And you need to make sure your team sees you show up every single day. Like, even if you're camping, you need to take that time, schedule your time, like make sure that through summer you're being present. Because I have lost entire legs through summer, chilling by the pool, thinking I didn't need to check in as much, like, doing things like that. And that is, I've lost a lot during summer. But the last summer, when I didn't look at it as a slow season, I looked at it as a growth season. That's where we were like, okay, so this month, the plan for my team is a re-VIP. Okay. We have a $5,000 pool between all of us. It is something big and exciting that my huge ass team now is going to run for. And all you have to do to get in on that pool of money is get your VIP, is start the same way you did. 2 customers, 2 promoters, that's your growth. It's what you should be doing every month anyway. But through summer, I wanted to do something to make it exciting. So all of us leaders chucked in money to a pool. It's very exciting. And then for the second half, we have a push group ready, which is going to have some daily prizes, things to work for, but it's going to be a lot about adding to your network, how to interact with people that you're bringing into your network, some live events that we do. Everything we do this summer is going to be really based on growing that network, because come September, when people are going back to school, parents are going back to the work, the routine, the things like that, and Christmas is around the bend. Think of all of those, like, you just literally spend all summer being consistent on your social media, consistent with your growth, but then you just planted this huge garden all through summer, and come fall, you get to harvest that. And that's when people just like skyrocket. So keep your stuff consistent, use your slow months as your grow months. I don't know, what else did I learn in all of this? It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. And when you get to a state, like, when you get to 40K, you need to think about what 40K means, what that paycheck means. Are you earning 40K's worth of a paycheck? Like, are you doing 40K's worth of work? And if you're not, like, you need to ask yourself, what are you willing to, what are you worth? What do you want to be paid? And then go do those things. Like, I want to be paid as a millionaire. So I spent the last 4 months doing 16 hours at my desk to get here. That 100% matching bonus didn't come easily. I barely talked to my children for 4 months. I would see them when they got home. I'd give them a hug. I'd come up here and I'd work. I'd put them to bed, and I'd get them ready for school and drop them off in the morning. And that was 4 months. My children barely saw me. My husband and me, full disclosure, I don't even know if we had sex in 4 months. I was busy. And that's the sacrifice that I put, I sacrificed a lot to get here, but how damn worth it was it? I did. So this bonus season, I got my husband to 200K, so he earned the $200,000 bonus in his name, and I earned 100% matching bonuses on 12 people on my team, which was a 200K, 280Ks, four 40Ks, 4 12Ks, and 2 4Ks, which is a lot of damn money. It's a lot. It's more than I ever dreamed in my whole life. And the sacrifice was worth it. The 4 years of the roller coaster of, getting a rank, losing it, but then knowing that I had really no one to blame but myself for losing it. I don't know, Lisa, hold on. I feel like I'm rambling.
Well, I want to ask you that. Do you feel like the times that you have like lost something, or that your business isn't going in the right direction, do you feel like those times are because you weren't doing what you were supposed to be doing?
1,050%. Literally.
And that way for everyone.
Yeah, you would. And I'm going to be like, I am one of those people. Look, if you, I hope I don't hurt anyone's feelings by this, but if you are not where you're at in your business, you literally have no one to blame but yourself. Get up, dust yourself off. Okay. Look at where you're at and say, fuck it, I'm starting again. Okay. I need new blood. I need to re-VIP. I need to get myself thriving for free. I need to get 2 new promoters and help them get their VIP. Start again, build a new leg. I have lost huge legs. Did it hurt? Yep. I've lost new legs to other people on this team. like or not in this company, like literally left because they just didn't like the person that I was. I don't know. But did it hurt? Yep. Did I get back up? Yep. Was it worth it? Yep. Like 100%. And it's not, I'm not saying it in a harsh way, like you have no one to blame but yourself, but if you're not where you're at in your business, go look at your PPA. Are you crushing it? How many people have you brought in the last little while? Like, are you trying to tell your team to do something that you're not doing yourself? That is the one thing that I am 1000% able to say with total pride is I have never, ever asked my team to do something that I haven't done myself. This re-VIP, you bet your ass I'm going to be every single one of them to it. Okay. Am I going to add myself in the pot? No, but I'm going to go show them that I can still do it no matter where we're at. Every Lavelle thing that comes out, like triple fast starts, I'm racing them to it, like, getting BOGO qualified, racing them to it, like leading from the front, showing people that like I don't know. I think that it's one thing that I've really been able to pride myself on is leading by example. When my team's slow, it's because I'm not enrolling. It's because I'm not showing them that from the front. Why would they want to follow a leader that's just going to sit back and collect a paycheck? I wouldn't. For me, like that would not be something that I would respect. I love watching people hustle. I think we're a team full of hustlers. I love it. Like we're a team full of people that fight, that, a promo comes out and yeah, sometimes you miss it. Did you fight like hell for it? Well, there you go. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody, I know there was, there was a beautiful woman on our team that just missed out on 12K by like 2K. She literally fought till 1 a.m. I was more proud of her probably for that. And then taking it and knowing she got right back up this morning and said, I'm ready. 12K is mine. Like, I love that spark in our team. And I love that we have instilled that in our leaders, and our leaders instill that in the people that are brand new coming into this business.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be disappointments in everybody's business. There's a lot of people that in bonus season, they tried really hard. They came really close. And I get that feeling of disappointment, but you have to dust yourself back off because I mean, like, listen to Kayla's story. I mean, she lost, there's a lot of people, let's just be honest, and I've watched it happen over the last 4.5 years. There are a lot of people that they get a bonus and when they lose it, like you did for 8 months, I mean, they quit.
Yeah.
They're so defeated that they quit. Can you imagine if you would have quit?
Oh, I literally say that all the time. And I said the same thing about listening to my husband. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I quit? But that was the thing. When I signed up with this company, I'm like, you have got to take quitting off the table. Every time I wanted to throw my phone because for whatever reason, trust me, there's going to be many reasons that come by and you're way to 200K where you want to throw your phone against the wall. But imagine just every time you want to quit, you just got to think about it. Like there's going to be a day where you're going to say to yourself, imagine if I quit. Imagine if I quit. Like I never saw this. I just got this yesterday from my leader as a present for going 200K in my husband's a Louis Vuitton. I lived on the streets for like 5 years and I Louis Vuitton. Like, imagine if I quit. I can't believe my life now. I literally have to pinch myself every time I walk outside and see a damn Escalade in my driveway, knowing that I get to drive it legally and I didn't steal it. Like it's a crazy life. And I didn't even graduate grade 9. I have no special education. I almost have no education. It's really bad. Was a junkie and an escort for a long time. I was hated by a lot of people. I've been in a lot of bridges, but when I say anybody can do this, you just have to take quitting off the table though. Like if you have it in the back of your mind, like, oh, I'm going to make it this far, but if I don't continue, like it's possible that no, like it's one of those things I say, like, if you feel like you're going to give up on yourself, why are you doing it? If you feel that passion inside of you though, you know that when you wake up and thrive every day, or maybe the 3 steps isn't your thing, maybe you're in love with rest, maybe you're in love with the skincare, whatever it is that drives you to be with this company, maybe it's the comp plan, maybe it's the people you're surrounded by, whatever it is that drives you, you need to take that quitting off the table and say, I have a fucking reason for being here. Okay. My reason for being here was I never in my adult life felt the way that Thrive made me feel. And I knew whether I made money, whether my only goal in this whole company when I started was to thrive for free. That was it. That was all I wanted. And now I'm gonna be in the millionaires club this year. Like I can't believe it. We have our hands on a company that is forever evolving. Literally, our two CEOs are coming out with the next generation of absolutely everything in health and wellness. Like, we are never going to run out of super crazy, exciting shit to do. And like chill and heat is coming out soon. Who is like ridiculously pumped for that? I get pumped by their enthusiasm to better our lives constantly. And their how much they give in this company, you're never going to run out of money to make, and you are never going to run out of bomb products to promote and to better your life with, to get healthy with. So I mean, for me in the beginning, that first 3-day sample, I knew day one. I took quitting off the table day one. So that was
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I even saw people in the chat here. They're like, I wanted to quit. I've thought about quitting last week or last month. Dude, I mean, I think that that's a human response to think about something, but you physically have to say, that's not an option for me. Okay. It just can't be, because here's the thing is I think about people that, I had a couple people in my inbox this week, I can't sign anyone. I've tried everything, Lisa, and I still haven't signed my first customer. You haven't tried everything and you haven't been in long enough to learn how to do it all. It's like, we know by watching the thousands of other people in Lavelle that are signing customers that people want this product. And that's what you have to keep telling yourself is, if I'm not signing anyone, then it's something I haven't learned yet. I'm not doing right. I'm not working in the right network. I've got to switch something up, but I've got to keep going and evolving and learning, and then I will figure it out. But you're never going to figure it out if quitting is always something that you're going to, and if you're constantly skipping from company to company to company, you've got to stay grounded and rooted, and then make a decision, and then just learn, what am I not doing? And I wanted to ask you about that, like your network, because you are one of those people that you sign people. I mean, you always have a PPA. You are, like, I envy people like you because you always have a PPA. I don't always have a PPA that I love. Like right now, I do not like my PPA. But the thing is that I also know that I have seasons. I've been doing this for 11 years. And so I kind of know, okay, this summer I've got to plant some crazy seeds, because I kind of got away from doing it because I was kind of working with the market I already had. And now I've signed those people. So I've got to expand. Like, what tips do you have for people that are trying to grow their network, and, kind of any tips you can give on closing or how you go about doing it? Because like, we all want your PPA. That's all I'm saying. We want your PPA. Tell us how to get it.
This is in every single time I get asked this question, I say the same response and everybody laughs at me. I know I can see Amber already smiling in the corner. She literally knows what I'm about to say. This is my number one tip to keeping up your PPA on a constant daily basis, is adding people while you poop. Is what it is. Thrive makes you regular. You poop every day. Okay. You hide from your children, hide from your life, hide from your spouse. I like to add between 25 and 50 people while I'm pooping every day. It is what it is. I'll kind of alternate days. So some days I'm adding while I'm pooping. Some days I'm removing while I'm pooping. So some days I'm like discarding people. And it's been my thing for 4 years. For 4 years, I have never had people to run out of talking to, because every single day Thrive keeps me regular, and every single day I'm adding people while I'm pooping. Literally my secret.
Where do you find the people that you're adding while you're pooping?
So I'm adding them from things like groups is huge for me. Groups is the new thing. And obviously, like, Thrive, your business doesn't change. It's VIP, it's thriving for free. It's like all of the same things. What does evolve is Instagram and Facebook. So you always kind of have to keep in touch with like the new ways. Obviously now we're not like going to suggested friends and adding all of our suggested friends. That's a huge no-no, because all you're going to do is add all of your thrivers other potentials. So X-nay on the suggested friends. We don't like to go to people's friends list and just go like bang, 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 because then that person on your friends list is going to be, what the H? Why are you adding all my friends? That's the thing we've moved on from. But groups is huge. Groups is huge. And I love this way of adding because so for me, I'm in a lot of tattoo groups. My body's covered in them. I am in Navy wife groups. I just recently joined the Louis Vuitton club. I am in like local groups here, mom groups, yoga groups, fitness groups, like anything that kind of applies to your life and that you, so when you're in these groups and you're being active and say you make a post, in one of your mom's group, hey, I don't know, my kid pooped and it was this color, like help me, what does this mean? And then they start interacting on that. Or you go to one of your fitness groups and you're like, hey, I'm down to this size, like what's your best recommended workout to work on this area? And people start interacting with it, right? I then go and add those people and I start conversations with them about normal human things. So like the person that commented on my daughter's poop, I would be like, oh, so how old's your kids? Like, oh, well, you've totally been through this before, blah, 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 starting a real human connection. The person that commented on my fitness posts, and they sent me a workout. I'm like, oh, what workout did you do today? Like or where are you at? Where did you start and real human connection. I don't put a lot on my Facebook, like what I call my Facebook resume. So it's this part of your Facebook and your Instagram where you see the very first part, right? Because when someone gets a friend request from you, what they're going to see, what do they see of me? They see my profile picture, which I faintly have my DFT there, but you can't really see it unless you look. Mama 3 loves adventures, tattoo crazy, kicked addiction's ass. And then you can see I'm a 500K VIP, but nobody knows outside of Lavelle what a 500K VIP is. So the only person that's going to deny me is somebody that's in Lavelle. So when I'm sending out these friend requests, they're just getting a friend request from like a human being that connected with them about something completely not. And I get to make the best connections that way. You start talking to someone. I mention nothing about Thrive until I'm asked about it. Until one day, maybe they see one of my live events that I do with my team, or they see a picture of me with my sticker going, I just cleaned my whole house. I feel amazing. It's only 11 a.m. Like I just blah, 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 blah. So I do, and I try not to, saturate my actual Facebook wall with Thrive. I would say like 10% Thrive and like 90% my life on my Facebook wall. What you do, like where you do put your Thrive is in your stories now. Stories are really, really popular. Fill it with polls. Okay. Fill it like have, look, that's a whole other kettle of fish. I could be here all day talking about stories, but stories is where it's at right now. There's a lot of interaction in them. That's where people are going to scroll first. They're not scrolling through there. They're scrolling through stories. So fill your stories up with your life. Try to get yourself on camera in your story once a day, talking about something. Be in the car wash and be like, I just did all this and I'm out here, I don't know, in the car wash. Talk about your life. Just be you, be a human in your stories on your wall, and then drop your Thrive in there, with a poll that they can answer, click yes or no. Like, do you struggle with energy? Yes or no? Do you go and look at the leaders that are really successful with PPA? What are they doing? I could name so many, but I literally can't think right now. Myself, Ashley Side, Twin, on Instagram, she's got incredible stories. I don't know, most of my team now are really great with their stories. And now I forgot what I was saying again. It happened again.
We just prove every day that you can be a hot mess and be a millionaire. You can. Like,
telling you,
hold it together. Because you're like me, I scroll all the time. I'm like, what was I talking about?
I was looking at myself and I'm like, oh, because we're still on lockdown in Nova Scotia, no nails. My extensions are coming out. Like I literally feel like a hot mess. I was looking at my nails. I'm like, how ratchet is that?
Oh, right. I keep looking at your dresser because I have the same exact dresser, the same one. I'm like, oh my God, that's my dresser. I don't have the Louis Vuitton on top of it, but that is my dresser. I didn't know there was a Louis Vuitton Facebook page. I've got to go join this. I didn't even think about that. Of course there is.
And there's so, yes, and there's so many, and then you're making like there's a bunch of different ones too, like Louis Vuitton Gold Mine. And the yesterday I was like, I got my first one, and all these interaction from all these people. Of course, I added them all. I'm now friends with a bunch of people that have Louis Vuittons, which means they have money, which means that they could possibly buy some Thrive. So
Yeah,
anyway, and
that's
we're
good.
making friends because we're both like, ooh, look at my Louis, look at my Louis.
And that's the thing is like you have to be creative. So some of you might be like, well, I can't afford a Louis. Okay, well, why don't you get into a Louis group and say, hey guys, I'm about to go buy my first Louis soon. What's your favorite one? Show me a picture. Like, be creative. You can get in groups about things that you want to do, that you know, places you want to go, new hobbies you want to try. Like, you don't have to already have that particular thing to do it. You know, you've got to think outside the box, but you're so right. Because sometimes I think like people aren't working in the right network, so to speak.
Well,
And that does matter.
I was going to say with it being creative, you got to think about, so in what groups would you want to make friends with people that are going to benefit your business? Like, I wouldn't necessarily recommend going to, like, I mean, Wall Street groups with people with a lot of money that really don't care, or like those kind of things. But I mean, if you think about it, people like getting out of debt, making friends with people that need to get out of debt is pretty smart. You know, things like I love, I mean, so I do beach body workouts sometimes, like I did them for a while. Then I got bored of them and got a personal trainer, but I am in all the beach body groups. And there's a lot of people, because it is so like over, beach body is an MLM in itself, but you do meet people in there that just, once you get that mini in their hand, all like those are the kind of people that I'd be like, well, I could send you a free mini. You just got to try how this makes you feel, because they're already trying to better their lives, right? So weight loss groups, keto groups, like food nutrition groups, different kinds of diets, people are that are trying to lose weight, um, people, pain management groups, things that, think about all the things that Thrive does and all the things that our company does. Anxiety is huge. We have something coming out that is so good for anxiety. Think about that. I'm in all the anxiety groups because I really do suffer heavily with anxiety. I take medication for it. So I am so excited to try Chill. It's not even funny. Like I'm literally cannot wait to order Chill. But yeah, be
So
creative.
besides growing your network, like, can you think of any, we only have a couple of minutes left, but I wanted to know, can you think of anything that business wise that your team does or that you guys do that you think is so like super important and it can change the way somebody's doing things? Like for instance, I really feel like a welcome message when you sign up a new promoter with your other leaders is so important. Like it's one of the most important things ever, because then they realize, okay, there's other people, and then your team starts doing it. And then those people don't quit if their person that signs them quit, because they know they can go to these other people. Like there's so many reasons to do that. And then obviously, I think three-way messages are so underutilized. Like if you can't close somebody, why are you not getting them in a three-way message? I just don't get that. But is there anything that you can think of that you're like, you guys, why are you not doing this that people should be doing?
Uh, I mean, we have built this whole, like, from me to here, with mini races, like mini experiences, going nuts with minis. Like we, we're all about the minis over here. You know, somebody is just, people these days, are just so skeptical. They're so judgmental. They're so like eye rolling and this and that. And especially on the internet, especially with like now with COVID and everything these days, they're just, people are just like judgmental. There's it's so bad. So I mean, why would you, what, all you have to do is get Thrive on people. That's it. That's the only solution to growing your business, is get people on Thrive. You get those mini race or those minis out. We like to do races and prizes for them. So like we'll put out a certain amount. I will have minis available for $10 if you don't have them to send yourself. So somebody will send me $10 and I'll send it out for them. If they have their own product, they send it out for themselves. And then what we do is it like kind of like a boom thing, right? You're like these are the prizes. And every time you send out a mini, I want you to take a picture of the mini, the address you sent it to, the free customer account that it's linked to. And they just keep going down. And then like every 10 or 20 people, I'll pick a prize. Every 10 or 20 people, I'll pick a prize. Then obviously it's up to that person to put them through the funnel, but then we stress the funnel hard. Like we make people work for minis, whether they pay for them or whether they get them for free. We make people work for minis. Like you need to go like the Lavelle fan page. You need to go see the hundreds and thousands of millions of people on that page that have changed their life in all different ways, all different walks of life, all different, like every different human on the planet has come into this and tried this. Every different kind of human, has come in and tried this and had it just change their lives. You need to go read these stories. Getting there, obviously your free all access account, you need that because there's some videos on there that, and I say this every single time, that still get me pumped up when I watch them. And they do. Those videos on the free customer account, when people actually watch them, that gets me all pumped up to be like a thriver all over again. I love those videos. And then getting that person in a three-way message with, and all you say is my friend that's been doing this longer than me, not my upline, not my boss, not my this, not my that, just my friend that's been doing it for longer than me. And that's it. They're scooped up. They get pumped by watching that video. They get pumped by seeing like the Lavelle fan page and all of the crazy amount of testimonies. And then they're in a conversation with someone who's been doing it for longer than you.
Yeah. And now that I think about it, I mean, your team is like you center everything around many experiences. Like
Well, I mean,
everything
it's
is
great if
about the
you're
many.
going to jump right in and get the month supply or the promoter pack. However, are you really going to sit around and wait if someone's not ready? Like, I mean, our follow-ups are like close to none, because if somebody doesn't jump in and get the month supply, we're like, okay, well, we're going to get a mini in your hands. I'm telling you, you have to try this. Like, there's no like messing around like, okay, well, I'll contact you next week when you're ready to purchase. It's like, no, we're going to get a mini to you. And then next week when you're ready to purchase, you're already going to be running. You're going to be excited. You're going to already be ready to get 2 people to get thriving for free. Like we're aggressive.
But you have to be.
We're
Like,
aggressive in
you
a
have to be.
in an excited way though. Like not in a mean way. We're just like, seriously, you cannot wait. Like I'm going to change your life now. So what's your address? I'm sending you a mini.
And that's why, like with three-way messages, if you don't have that kind of urgency and excitement that, like, I mean, listening to Kayla, you can hear it, then that's why three ways are so powerful, because get them in a message that's with someone that does have that forwardness, that excitement in their voice. That, I mean, not everybody is built to have that sense of urgency and excitement in their voice. I mean, some people don't. There's things I'm not good at in this business. And you know what I do? I utilize other people. I'm like, who is good at that? Okay, let me go find them because I suck at this and I'm going to use them for this. Like, that's what a team is about. There's so many people and team pages and Zooms and chats. And like, if anybody on here feels that they're alone doing this, that's on you. Like, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself when you're in this kind of business. You're only choosing to be in business by yourself. That's like a choice, because I promise you that if you go to any team page or go to an upline, I mean, I don't know about you, Kayla, but if I have somebody in my inbox that's working that says, hey, I've got somebody interested, would you do a message? I'm like, heck yes, let's get them signed. I mean, we want to help. Just reach out. You have to actually reach out to get the help, though. Don't just assume your upline's too busy or not there, because we're there.
I was going to say, here's my last tip. It's not about your team to get you where you want to go, right? This is the same as like, check your PPA, right? If you're not where you want to be, or you didn't hit the goal that you wanted to hit last month, or your paycheck wasn't as big as you wanted to, what did you do last month? Did you sign 2 customers? Did you get your 2 promoters? Did you re-VIP at the beginning of the month? How many people have you been adding lately? How much have you added to your network? How many times have you gone live? You need to ask yourself what you're not doing, because it's nobody else's job to build your paycheck but you. And that's like, I tell that to my team all the time. You need to, if you're upset with where you're at, you got to go check yourself and really be honest with yourself. Like, what did I not do? What did I really give it my all this month? Did I take some time off and go 3 days in a row to go do this and this when I probably could have, should have been doing this and this? Like, be honest with yourself. It's not your team's job. And I promise you, your team will follow you 1000% harder and run 1000% harder when they see you do the damn thing.
Amen. Couldn't have ended it any better. Kayla, thank you. I appreciate you for coming on and sharing. And I mean, your story is so powerful, but also your tips. I mean, they're so good. I hope people really took notes and they're remembering every word, because you've given, I mean, even from the beginning, you've given so many little tips throughout this Zoom today, just little things that can make the biggest difference if people just start doing them in their business. We just got paid a minute ago. Happy payday to all. And this is one of those 5 payday months. I'm like, yes, I love those months. So that's exciting. You guys, do the thing. That's it. You know, look in the mirror. What are you not doing? Let's figure it out. Because if you're not where you want to be, just like Kayla said, it's because you're not doing something, and we got to figure it out. Let's figure it out. You've got a whole summer to look at it as a building season. This is the time to build and grow your network. You are slow if you choose to be slow. I'm never slow. Slow is not based off my PPA. I'm busy all the time, no matter what my PPA is. You have to be busy all the time too. So thank you, Kayla. You're amazing. Thank you, guys. We'll be here next week, same time, same place, same link. By the way, you guys save this link. And I promise next week I won't screw it up. I will put out the right link. Thanks, Kayla. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for your time. See you guys next Tuesday.